Good evening from the night train. Good evening from the Santa Express. We just started this live stream and we're waiting a couple more seconds to see if more people will join us. Then we will do a walk through the train, show the cabins, show the facilities on the train, and answer any questions that you may have. If for some reason the internet breaks off, we apologize for that. It's not very secure. We are somewhere in the middle of Finland, not even sure where we are. But the good news is that we've seen the first snow. Not too much, but hopefully Lapland will have even more. Feel free to post any comments that you have. Feel free to ask us anything. If we don't get to the questions, I'll make sure to reply later today or tomorrow via private message. Our cabin is a simple cabin. We're only 2 adults. It's downstairs. That means that we have a shared bathroom on the car. I will show this later today, and there is also the option to book a cabin that has their own bathroom and a private bathroom and a private shower. So I will show you what we have, and I'm very sure that it will help you form an impression. Okay, so let's start the walk. This one right here is a cabin that actually allows pets. So if you're traveling with your pets, we will be getting something like this. If you have a private cabin and a private shower with a private toilet, this is probably on the 2nd floor of the train. Unfortunately, the train is very busy and I don't think that I will be able to show you exactly how one of these looks like. But I've seen quite a few videos online, so I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to find something to see exactly what it looks like. So, as mentioned before, we are at the downstairs of a car, and then on both sides of our car we have a shared WC. I'm gonna go inside the facility and show exactly what that looks like. I keep getting messages that I have a slow connection, so I apologize if this gets interrupted, but hopefully you're still able to follow. So this is one of the main toilets, and it also doubles as a changing room for children. So if you're traveling with children, I would suggest that you try out this toilet. It opens here by press of the button, and this is what it looks like. The toilet, a changing table just above the toilet, plenty of toilet paper also above. These are the 2 buttons that we have. Always use the lock button to make sure that it's locked and nobody budges in. I actually had the surprise that earlier today there were 2 kids inside the toilet and they did not lock. What else is to be found? Of course, a small sink and the soap. You press here and then you get the soap, and then Here some paper towels, here to dry our hands, to throw away the garbage, and they even have a small potty for those traveling with children. And what is also really nice is that for those traveling with babies, they have a Philips baby care. So you get to pretty much prepare their bottle here, and there's instructions on how to use it. There's a plug so that you can heat up their bottles. Another like coat hangers, 2 of them. The cabin is pretty spacious. Of course they advise us to keep them clean. Of course, when we've done our business, we press the VC button. It takes a little while in order for it to actually start doing something. I used the toilet earlier today, and to my surprise I was expecting it to work immediately, but that was not the case. When we're ready, we press the button and the sliding door opens. So now we're gonna move further. I'm gonna wait a little bit because there's somebody on the hallway. There's some small chairs on the hallway, very big windows. And here we come to our cabin. This is the simple type of cabin, the one that has a shared bathroom and uses a shared shower. When you get into the train, you will find one of the keys here inside the door, so you can just pick up the key and the room is already open. Then the rest of the keys, so a double key to open the cabin, and you will have a shower key to access the shower. There's plenty of sockets where we can charge our phones. This is a small cabinet where you'll find some paper cups, some soap, and this is a very small sink, a mirror. I do not advise that you drink the water. It actually has a symbol that is not drinkable. Every cabin has a small window. You can keep the window closed for privacy, or you can try and watch where you are. If you're a bit lucky, you may even see the northern lights through the window. When you are getting into your private cabin, you will see that you have a small towel and complimentary water. We are with 2 people, so we have 2 complimentary waters. This is a small space where you can, for instance, place a phone or anything else that you want to keep close. Even though the cabin is very very there's quite a bit of space under the beds in order to store your luggage. We've done that. We've put our backpacks under the beds, and this is the staircase that actually leads to the upper bunk. The sheets are very clean. This is to ensure that nobody falls off the train. A nice pillowcase. What's also really nice is that you get to decide how warm or how cold you want your cabin to be. Of course, there's a light switch, and then if we look inside, there's another socket where you can charge your phone, extra light, like a reading light. And there's also an option to set an alarm. This also works as a small like a radio, but through this they announce the important stops of the train, mainly when they're getting to Lapland. This night train has quite a few stops before it gets to Rovaniemi, but yeah, we all know that that's probably one of the most popular stops. On the other side, you'll see that we have a couple of hangers if we want to hang our clothes. And this door is actually, if you're traveling with a bigger family, you will probably, if you have a larger family, you will probably need to book 2 of these small cabins. So that means that you could get the cabins next to each other and then have this door open so that you can communicate with your family and yeah, just have access. There's also a very small chair with a trash can. There's quite a lot of space. I read somewhere that these beds are around 75 centimeters wide, so I would say that yeah, probably a parent and a child would fit inside quite comfortably. This is a no pet zone, no smoking, but as I've shown before, there are cabins who have a designated spot where you can go with your pet. So it's an environmentally friendly train, and they're trying to do everything to keep that. The sheets are very clean, and the mattress is also quite comfy. They also put a sign saying remember the key card. It looks a little bit like this. So this one is actually for the shower, and we're gonna go and see the shower as well, and just have a look at the rest of facilities. As I mentioned before, the hallway is quite narrow, so earlier today there were quite a few people passing here. It can be quite snug to pass by, especially if wearing very warm winter clothes. This is exactly how the cabins are waiting for you when you get on the train, with the key card in there. And these are the numbers for the cabins. You need to make sure that you get the corresponding cabins for the car that is written on your ticket, because these numbers occur in multiple cars. So 105, 106 is in multiple cars. At the end of the car is another toilet, so I'm gonna show this one as well. This is a smaller toilet that does not have as much facilities for the children. I'm gonna show it now. So small but clean. There's quite a lot of toilet paper, the same soap and paper towels, and the same design with like a forest. Of course, if the VC sign is green, then it means that it's not occupied. If it's red, it means that it is. Okay, we're gonna move along and see what else we can find. I'm also going to show more storage options, but first, this is the shower option for this car. So as I mentioned before, there's a key card. If it has the shower symbol, it means that it unlocks the shower. Let's try. Okay, now the shower is open. And this is a very simple shower. You would probably pull this door closed, and then you will have a very tiny compartment if you really need to shower on the train. As you notice here, there's no shampoo, no shower gel, so make sure you bring that if you want to have a shower on the train. I've not showered on the train before, but I've seen another blogger film this, and it was not particularly great in terms of the water. It was sputtering a little bit. So now we're gonna go to the next car. This might get a bit noisy. This is the name, this is the number of the car. It looks very much the same like our car. The same cabins that allow for pets to join us on our trip. And this time around I'm gonna go upstairs towards the cabins that are actually not with a shared toilet and with a shared shower, but with a private facilities. There's quite a few trash bags and trash cans, so the train is very, very clean. It's very quiet here, so I'm gonna try not to make much noise. These little chairs are hilarious because they're always placed, funny enough, not towards the side with the windows. So if we sit on the chair, this is what we would see. Very strange. So let's resume the walk. On multiple places in the train, you will see these type of screens telling you exactly where you are. So also the speed of the train. We are currently approaching Tampere, one of the bigger stops on this train. I'm gonna try to be quiet in the compartments where there are multiple people, just so that I don't disturb anyone. But I'll just show you around what you can find. Also another place where you can have a shower. So pretty much every car is built similarly. We'll open the next door. soon we're gonna get to a part where if you need or if you have more luggage, then it has very much more places for where you can store that luggage. There's also an option to buy storage space that is really much larger, and that is actually at €5 per bag. I'm gonna show those in a minute. Let's go to the next one, and very soon you will see that these are more towards the travelers that are not using they're not using cabins. What's also very nice to see is that the train also has the option to have like small spaces where you can seclude yourself in order to make a phone call. It's a very small cabin, and now we're gonna head towards the places where they are mostly the normal train chairs and not so much the cabins. We see here that there are seats. These are the numbers. So when you're purchasing the ticket, you would of course look for your number. This is the type of space that the train has to store your luggage. There's multiple like these, but these are quite large. And these are for free. This is another toilet. And moving further, this is a compartment that is dedicated more to storage space if traveling with the bike. I'm gonna try and give the people the chance to pass. So again, this is storage space on the train, and I believe that anyone who is traveling with this train can use it despite the number on their cabin. This, for instance, is to store skis and skiing equipment, snowboarding probably. And then we're going a bit further. This is the type of storage space that you can book, and it costs €5, and then your luggage will be locked until your destination. So bear in mind that, also the fact that it is locked and you won't be able to access it in case you need it. I know that this is a glass window, so probably not, you cannot see it very well, but it's quite a lot of storage space, and it is locked. Okay, moving along. Quite a bit of noise. So now we're proceeding into the restaurant space. I'm not gonna comment on this just because I don't want to disturb people, but I'm gonna come back with more of the options later in pictures. Quite a lot of the space. They cater to most of the dietary restrictions. I also took a picture of the menus that they offer. So these are some small options that are always available. So small sandwiches, soft drinks, yogurts, coffee, tea. There's a small bar. This is one of the price menus. This is beer, wine, whiskeys. These are ice creams, 3.50. There's a tea bar. We're stopping in Tampere. Another space to store your luggage. And here we're gonna head back. Towards our cabin. This was pretty much it. From here on, it's only the normal train seats. As you can see, it's quite empty when it comes to the normal train seats. Most of the people who come on this train, they book the night train with a cabin. So we're gonna head back. Most of the things that you find here in the bar cafe area can also be taken away, and they accept the most common credit cards. So your tea is 2.50. There's also cacao at 3 euros, coffee 2.80. You have some morning options. I'm gonna move along. Restaurant with small booths. And this is actually the menu that they serve on the restaurant. The first one is actually meatballs and mashed potatoes. They're listed as classics, $13.90. Then this is a fish option at $16.50. Then there's pasta carbonara, pesto pasta, tomato pasta, and if you see, they have listed the allergies. So this is lactose free, this is without gluten. They list which one is vegan. There's also salads, and then this is a child's menu with the smaller portions, and these are the listed prices. This is to give you an idea of how much it is to eat on the train. For us, every time that we traveled by train, we brought our own food and we have comfortably eaten it in our cabin. So we're gonna head back, and if you have any sort of questions, feel free to post them in the comments. If I don't get to reply to them now, I will reply to them later. If you'd like to have a private chat, and if I can help you plan your trip better, feel free to send me a message. My name is Diana Avram. I'm one of the admins of the Rovaniemi Travel Tips group. So we're gonna go back to car number 20 very slowly. There's not very many bikes traveling to Lapland. So these are the regular seats. Again, the storage compartment. So if you're traveling with big luggage, you should be fine. If you need to book any extra space for luggage, they can store it at €5 per luggage. But remember that that would be locked until you get to your destination. Again, this is a private booth where you can take a call. These are the regular seats, very comfortable. It's quite easy to travel from one car to another. I'm trying to keep quiet because very many people are traveling with kids, and I'm sure that many of them are already asleep. So upstairs there are the cabins that have the private toilet and the private shower. Downstairs you have cabins that are sharing the toilet and the shared shower. However, I think that the facilities are very clean. I didn't mind sharing, and there are 2 of these in every car, so it's very easy to find availability. And most of the families that are traveling with kids and with a larger family, they book these type of cabins because the rooms can be connected through a door. So then you'll have 2 bunk beds in one of the rooms, and then in the other one another 2 bunk beds. And yeah, the bunk beds are about 75 centimeters wide, so I would say that it can easily fit the parent and the child. We've stopped. We're in Tampere now. There's not that much to see at this hour of the night. We're heading back slowly. Remember to check your car because the numbers 110, 109 are in most of the cars as well. And earlier today we saw some people getting confused with the number. There's very many trash cans. Everything is very clean. Again, there's a toilet at every side of the car. This is one of the smaller ones. There's plenty of toilet paper, a small sink, everything what you need. Again, at the end of pretty much every car, there's a shower that people who did not book this option as private, they can use it. So if you ever want to shower on a train, if you want to get the Santa fresh, maybe this is an option. So pretty much all the cars look alike. Very nice, I would say, a very comfortable train. I'm still very surprised about the small seats that are placed with a blank wall in front of them. Very interesting. The train can get quite noisy because there are quite a few people traveling with children. There are people who are snoring sometimes. These are the cabins that are designated for people traveling with pets. I must say that every time that I did travel with the train, I had a really good night's sleep, and I was happy to get to Rovaniemi the next morning. So last door, and then we'll get to our car. In car number 20. I keep getting this message that there's a very slow connection, so I'm actually wondering if people can hear me, if they got all the information that they needed. Remember, you can always send me a message if I can help further. I would be happy to. So thanks very much for joining this this live stream. For those who don't know about the snow, I'm actually seeing that it snows over here in Tampere, and I'm hoping the same for Rovaniemi. We hope to see you in Lapland very soon. Thanks very much for joining. Have a great evening.